It's Week 9 of the NFL, and this one features Christian Gonzalez. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Condors and the Shamrocks, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. White looks to throw. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27th. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's White. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Jackson on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Jackson will throw again. A short one there, caught by Likely. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action now. Jackson. And able to get him down, but he the 5. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run Achane, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Achane once more, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Achane, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Condors get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. But you look at this defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw, White. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Jordan Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now White into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Third down and 13. Here's White. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Barnett came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
White. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. White on 3rd and long. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now White. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's White. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. DeMarco. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 more yards there and another first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's White. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. On 1st down, it's White. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Downs, his first touchdown of the year. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Now Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. The short one there, caught by Likely. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Jackson. He's getting his target. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 2nd down now, McNeil. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Cade York on now for the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. White looks to throw. That complete to Downs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. Here's White. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's White. And his throw here's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Kerr, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Jackson.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. To throw, White. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now White. Touchdown! Josh Downs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Shamrocks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. One final goal for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Jake Camarda now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime. We're past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Jackson now. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a handoff up the middle. curve. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Throwing is Jackson. Now we're behind his man, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, Bigsby. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's White. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. White. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here's 2nd and 7. Now White. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll try the left side. DeMarco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's able to work 3 for about 6 down to the 18.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets them 9 yards and a first. Now White off the bootleg. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Shamrocks are able to extend their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, Kerr. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Jackson from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Condors have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On 1st and 10, White over the middle and complete to Waddle.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
White looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. White. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They'll run on 1st down. DeMarco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to the air on 2nd down. White. This to the tight end, Kincaid. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. It's White. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now White. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there at 22.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To throw, White. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally.
And it's caught. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb from 4 yards out. And the Shamrocks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Here's White. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
White on 3rd and long. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 58 yards. And the Shamrocks are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Rio offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Crossing around, he finds Likely. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Play action. Now Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. McNeil. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Condors have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts. So we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, DeMarco whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 7, just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Jackson. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Jackson to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Jackson. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
York now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The beautiful fake. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. White. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
Say, let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. On 2nd down, Kerr. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Throwing on 1st down, White. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. White. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. White looks to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now White with a 1st down throw. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now White. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case,